Good afternoon, student. For today's session of Microsoft Office, today we have Rajni sir with us. We will start the class by 10:05. So stay tuned and be there. We'll start soon. Dear students, we will starting this session in a minute. Uh, Sir, am I audible? You can carry on with your session, sir.
All right. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is clean and clear.
Very warm good morning to each and everyone here. So we are coming towards the end of our 5-day whole session. We had started with MS Word, okay, and we learned some core tools in MS Word, which each and everyone has to know. MS Word was to create documents, to create letters, or to draft letters, to draft the project reports. So many things we use MS Word for. And we saw some core features in MS Word. Then we moved on to Excel, where I think we could actually have a very deep learning in terms of MS Excel, starting from the pure basics, like what is a row, what is a column, what is a cell. From there, we moved on until we have even we had time to cover AI in MS Excel, and we also could cover dashboards. We created a dashboard together. All those data sets, as we were telling, we are still trying to find out how can we uh, how can we give you the access to these files, because the problem is that whenever I'm putting something on Word in on the Google Drive, if somebody is uh, you know uh, opening that file from the Google Drive itself, and somebody is making some changes, then the whole file will get damaged. So that is also one major challenge. Any which ways, we will definitely find out some or the other way where we can share you all the files for you to practice on. However, I hope you were able to practice most of the tools by putting in some sample data, and someone from your group only was sharing some links where you can download some sample data in Excel, using which you would have been able to at least try some of the tools or most of the tools in MS Excel which we have discussed. Yesterday we started with PowerPoint by the noon. In PowerPoint, we just uh, understood, right, how to add new slide, how to manage the slide, basically how to add a slide, how to delete a slide, how to duplicate a slide, how to change the order of the slides. Then we also saw about different layout options while we are creating the slides. So we had all the layout options here. Different layout options are available. Regardless of the layout which you choose from here, you can customize that layout according to a requirement also. That also we could understand yesterday. Then we moved on to insert. I think then we moved on to different views, where we kind of we learned in deep about this slide master view, which is highly useful tool. Slide master view, we can actually set some designs which will be automatically applied to all the slides. Okay, that was one way or one option which we have seen. Second option was that we can have specific slides with some designs, and that was based on the slide layout. According to the layout we choose, for example, if we are choosing, if we were sorry, if we were choosing maybe content with caption, Okay, and I am going to give some design, some particular format or some particular template in this layout. Okay, when we are going to the slide master, when we went to the slide master, we had two options. Either we can have master slide. Okay, we can take the master slide and give a design so that all the slides, regardless of the layout, will get that template affected. Or we can only take that content and okay, yeah, this one, content and caption. Or if I'm taking this slide layout and I'm giving some template here, whichever slide we uh, we develop using this layout will get that particular template. That was what yesterday we had learned, okay, from the slide master. Then we also understood what is the outline view, what is the slide sorter view, how do we add notes to the slides, and what is the purpose of adding the notes to the slides. Then we also saw about the reading view. Then we had this handout master, okay, where we actually can print or take the printout and hand it out to the students or the audience. Okay, and we also saw about the notes master, right? And notes master and note view is no big difference. Notes master and notes page doesn't make big difference. So anyone we can use also. Then we understood how to insert a shape and how to work with multiple shapes. How do we select multiple shapes and create another shape out of it, combining those shapes. Then we also understood how to insert a picture. How do we download a picture from the stock images, and what are all the options available while we are working with a picture. How can we beautify that picture? All those things we understood. Then we understood about creating sections, the importance of creating sections, and we also saw the section zoom. What is this section zoom and how it is going to benefit? How it is going to benefit? Section zoom is from the links. Insert links. Under insert links, we have the zoom. From here, since we do not have a section here, it is disabled now. Otherwise, if we are creating sections, then you will get section zoom. And what is the benefit of creating section zoom? Right. So it will help you in while taking the presentation. Right. Then we also saw about the slide zoom. Right, and we inserted some 3D models and we worked with 3D models also, a highly effective thing, right? So these were the things which we already learned. I mean, and we also saw uh, saw how to link a shape, how to create a link in a shape. For example, I'm creating the shape. I wanted to link this shape maybe to another website or to another slide in this presentation itself, wherever. Okay, we can create links, different links we can create in this shape. That part also we had seen. Till that point we had covered. Any doubts till that point, please let me know in the Q&A section. Any doubts till the portions we have completed yesterday, please let me know. Once, or if you are clear with that, you can put a clear message so that I can continue with the classes, so that I can continue with today's portions. I am waiting for your comment, guys. Please respond. All right. Thank you, Nishi. Clear. Thank you, Arya. Thank you. Well, thank you. All right. Thank you, Saloni. All right. So, seeing no doubts, I am moving on to the topics today. Right. All right. Okay, guys. So now today we are going to learn something new in PowerPoint. Uh, all right. So I'm creating a slide here. One sec. Okay. Now let us learn this concept. Reuse slides. There is something called reuse slides. What is this all about? See, for example, imagine I have another presentation. Just give me a moment. Let me open another presentation also. Just give me a moment. I'm sorry. I forgot to open that. Open and keep it ready. All right. So now, okay. So now, imagine I have another presentation. Okay, I have already created another presentation, and I wanted to use some slides from this presentation to my new presentation. I wanted to use some of these slides in my new presentation. One way of doing it is that you can directly copy this. Okay, you can select this slide from here, copy this, and you can go here and you can paste, Okay, the problem is that sometimes the colors, no, the background color, this is not affected here. This is not affected here, right? So how do we get this affected? There is a solution also. I'm copying this. I'm right clicking here, and here I must select keep source formatting. So when I'm right clicking, I must choose the second option, keep source formatting. I'll click on keep source formatting. Okay, then I will get all the designs. Everything, all colors perfectly as the way it was in my this slide. Now, one more option of getting these slides. One more option of getting this slide is reuse slides. Okay, because sometimes you might forget to right click and select this and all. So you might feel, okay, I'm getting totally a different slide here. Okay, that feeling will come. So one easier method to get slide from another PowerPoint presentation is reuse slides. When I'm clicking on the reuse slides, it will show me all the almost all the presentations available in our in our desktop. Whichever presentations I have created in my in my PC, in my laptop, okay, those presentation will be shown here. Those presentation will be shown here. Now, if I wanted to take a slide from this particular presentation, okay, I am trying to take a slide from this particular presentation. So I'll click on choose content here. I'll click on choose content. When I'm clicking on choose content, all the slides in that presentation will be shown here. Yeah, all the slides in that presentation is being shown here. Now, whichever slide you wanted to use in my new presentation, I can just click on this. Okay, as soon as I click on this, I'll get this slide automatically on my new presentation. This is the importance of reuse slides. Okay, so either you can copy the slide, and while pasting here, only thing you have to choose the second option, or bit more easier method is reuse slides. Whichever way it is convenient for you, you can use. Okay, to get one slide from one presentation to another presentation. Okay, these are the two ways which you can use. Right, so even if I wanted to get this particular slide, I just click on this slide. My slide is here. Only one click you need. That slide will come here. No Control C, no Control V, nothing. Right? This is the benefit of this reuse slides. Hope it's clear for you. All right. Okay. Now let me go to this insert only. Okay. Now let us create a table. Let us create a table. Okay. To insert a table into a slide, we have three options. Just like the one in Word. Okay, in Word also we had three options to insert a table. Just like that, we have same three options available in PowerPoint presentation also to insert a table. One way of doing is that just by hovering my mouse. Okay, for example, I wanted to create a table with let me open up a new presentation, because some design elements also have been come inside this. Okay, some template has been copied now. That is why. All right. So now I've opened a new presentation, a fresh presentation. Okay, I'll click on insert. I'll go to the table, and if in case you wanted to create a table with 3 columns and 4 rows. All right, 3 columns and 4 rows. What should we do? We can just hover our mouse and select 3 columns. And we can just hover our mouse towards down and select 4 rows. Right? So by just hovering the mouse, you can select the number of columns and the rows. Once you are done, you can just click. You can just click so that the table is ready here. Right? So this is one way of adding a table. Let us learn the another way. We can go to the insert table button itself, this option. When I'm clicking on the insert table, it will ask me how many columns do you want and how many rows do you want. I'm telling 3 columns and 4 rows again, I am getting another table with 3 columns and 4 rows. Okay, 3 columns and 4 rows. Now, third method is that we can draw a table. I'll go to the insert table and we can draw a table. So here I can just draw the border and uh, one second. Yeah. Again, I'll have to click on the draw and I can draw the columns 1, 2. So that now we have 3 columns, and here I can here I can draw the rows. Uh, so this is bit difficult, guys. Not so easy. Okay. This drawing thing is I never use this draw table because as long as I have something very easy, I never use this tool. Okay. But if you're really keen to do this, you can try that. That's all. So here also you can draw the. So like this we'll have to add one by one. We can add rows. We should draw the rows one by one. Okay. Right. So this is another method. That's all. Okay. So 3 methods to insert a table. Either you can select the number of columns and rows, or you can go to the insert table, or you can draw table. Draw table, not really recommended, but because it's a bit difficult to draw, right? So as I've inserted this table, okay, when we insert a table and we are adding some contents to the table, uh, no, let me get some other data. No problem. Product and uh, sales and profit. Okay, here I'll get products 1, sales is 1000, profit is 500, product 2, sales is 1300, profit is 600, product 3, I have 1400, and this is 700. All right, so now I wanted to add one more row because I have to add one more product. So I just have to click on the tab button. Okay, in the keyboard, just press the tab button so that I'll get one more row additional. So here I can have one more row of the data. So automatically it will get added. Right? Now, if you wanted to add a column, all these things we had discussed in Word also, but if you wanted to add a column, whenever you are hovering the mouse on top of a column, your mouse pointer will become a thick arrow key, right? Click on that thick arrow key, right click and Let me go here, table design. Some problem, guys. All right. So here I think on the right button it is I'm not able to get I'm not able to get the insert column. In Word it was there, but here I'm not able to get the right insert column. But you can insert a column. How do we insert? You can select this column, go to this layout option. Okay, you have two tabs you have now. One is table design, second one is layout. Go to the layout and click on any of these. So this is insert left. Insert left means the new column will be added to the left of the selected column. Insert right means the new column will be added to the right of the selected column. Let me click on the insert right. Okay, so here I will add maybe remarks. Right, so this is how you add a column. Now, at any point of time, you feel that I don't need this column anymore, then you can delete also. How do we delete? Again, go to the layout tab, delete. Under the delete, click on delete columns. Okay, delete columns. So, and how do we move the table inside the slide? Click on the border. Okay, click on the border and just drag it. Click on the border of the table and just drag it. Now, you also have something called split cells. Let me add one more column. Okay, here there is something called split cells. So for example, you wanted this cell to be splitted. Okay, only one single cell. I wanted to have two columns inside this cell itself. So that is called split cells. I click on split cells. I can specify how many columns do you need, how many rows do you need inside this particular cell. So I will specify number of columns 2 and number of rows 1. So here I will get this cell splitted to two different columns. Okay, the same cell splitted to two different columns. Any cell you can select and split it to two or more different columns and two or more different rows also, right? And for example, you wanted to merge these two cells. You wanted to make these two cells as one. The same thing which we had seen in Excel also, right? So here I'll select these cells and click on merge cells. So here I'll get the two cells merged so that this becomes one single cell. Right, so that is merge cells. Then we have the alignment also. As the same thing we have in Excel also, we have horizontal alignment and the vertical alignment. Horizontal alignment is these three things, these three options, and vertical alignment is these three options. Sorry, my mistake. This is horizontal alignment and this is vertical alignment. So let me increase the size of this. Okay, now I'm just selecting this. I'm just selecting this row. Okay, only this row is being selected. Now let me click on this center. What happens is that horizontally it will be center aligned. Now I wanted this to be aligned vertically also in center. You can choose this also. So the same time you can have one horizontal alignment and one vertical alignment also. At the same time we can have one horizontal alignment and one vertical alignment. Hope it's clear for you, right? So this is about the alignment. Now, if you wanted the text direction to be changed, now this is straight text. Now this is straight text. If you wanted to have this, on the corners, corner to corner, Okay, you can choose this and go to the text direction. Here we have different options. Okay, so if I am selecting this, my text direction will change inside that cell. And we have more options also where we can set the angle also. Text direction. Okay, here we can choose the margins. Left margin, how much should we put? Right margin, top margin, bottom margin. So how much margin should we keep? All those things we can set. Yeah. So that is about the text margins. Sorry, text directions. And the height of the row, the width of the row, either you can choose a specific measurement, or you can manually change the, here this is how you manually change the width. You can click on the borders of the column, border of the column, and just drag it so that the width will change. Or if you want to be crystal clear on in terms of the measurement, you can use this options also. Right, so this is about the tables. I believe I did not miss anything. Yeah, almost all the important things has been covered. So this is how we insert a table and work with the table. So now we have completed two concepts: reuse slides and inserting a table. Now we also have an option to insert an Excel spreadsheet itself inside this PowerPoint. Okay, let me click on the Excel spreadsheet. This is how you collaborate. Okay, this is how you collaborate between applications. So here I have the Excel this is exactly like Excel. I have a spreadsheet. So it's like we are creating an instance of Excel inside the PowerPoint presentation, inside the PowerPoint slides.
Sir,
Yeah.
there is one student. He is saying that he is using MS Office 2021, but he
Ah.
is not getting the option for reuse slide. Where to get it or how to enable it?
Let me try to show it after this.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. Now, can you identify something here? Now we are actually inside an Excel window. See, whatever options we see here is from Excel, but it is inside the PowerPoint slide only. It is inside the PowerPoint slide only. All right, so I mean, by mistake, I clicked outside. Yeah, see here, now I can have one value, I can have another value here, and I can put a, a formula, this plus this, and press enter. I will get the answer also, right? So this I can change the font. Right, so whatever we do in Excel, we can do the exactly same thing from the PowerPoint interface also. Okay, from the PowerPoint interface also. I can increase the width, I mean the size. Since it's opening up two applications in the same instance, it might reduce the speed of your PC also, right? It might reduce the speed of your PC also. So this is how you integrate Excel inside the Word, inside the PowerPoint. All right. Now, when I'm clicking outside, I'm just clicking outside somewhere here. It will turn to a normal table. It will become a normal table now, but you have the values here. You have the values here. But if you wanted to edit this again, you need to right click and you need to go to this worksheet object and you need to click on edit. Right? So if you wanted to edit, otherwise, see, you cannot select this. You cannot select this because this is a worksheet object which we have created in PowerPoint slide. So you need not go to the Excel, open the Excel file, copy that data and come to the PowerPoint, nothing. You are opening up an Excel worksheet, Excel application itself inside a PowerPoint slide, right? Highly powerful. All right. So that was about the Excel spreadsheet. Now let us understand how to create a chart also. Okay, how to create a chart. First thing when you are creating a chart is you need to specify what type of chart do you want. Okay, before that, someone was telling reuse slides was not there. You need to right click somewhere outside. Okay, I mean go to any tab and right click on a blank space inside the tab. For example, here I do not have anything, so right click there, it's a blank space, and click on customize the ribbon. Click on the customize ribbon and figure if you have, one second, let me go to this under this popular commands, click on popular commands, click on this drop down and select select all tabs. Okay. In the right click again, I think right click again under the slides group. Check if reuse slide is activated or not. Sometimes it will not have that tick, so you can activate it there, or you can find the. I'm just trying to, one second. Let me go to the all commands. Just give me a moment. In the all commands, it should be there. All commands, you can scroll down till you reach the R. Okay, when you reach R, you would be able to see reuse slides there. So just select that reuse slides and click on add button and one more thing which you can do, one second, let me try if that is working. Right click on the slide, and here also you have an option called reuse slides. Instead of reuse slides in the home tab, here also you have something called reuse slides. So click on reuse slides from here. The same thing would come. And you can add the slide to your new presentation. Hope that's clear. Now let us also learn now how to create a chart. So insert chart. The first thing you need to choose what type of chart you are going to draw. Just like in Excel, all the type of charts are being shown here also. Let me select an option, an example of column chart, and inside column chart, I am selecting the clustered column chart only. Now I click on OK. Here you will get the chart, and also you will get a spreadsheet kind of a thing where you can enter the data. Okay, so here I am changing this to product 1, product 2, product 3, and product 4. Right, and here let me give Jan, Feb, and March. 100, 250, 300, 240, 240, 440, 180, and 280, 200, 240, 300, and 500. So according to the value which I give, I will get the chart plotted according to this value. Okay, once all your data is ready, you can close this button. So only chart will remain here. Only the chart will remain here. Clear? Now, if you have anything to be done, you can go to anything to be done in terms of data. You can go to the select data. The options which you see here is exactly the same chart design options from Excel. Whatever you had seen in Excel, all those things you can see here also. Right? You can even go to the select data, so that you can, if you wanted to edit some data, you can edit the data also. See, this is the data, and if you wanted to edit some data, you can edit. You can edit also. So that is possible. That's possible. And you can change the chart type. If you do not want this type of chart, I wanted to have some different type of chart. Let me go to the stacked. Okay, I wanted on the stacked column chart. I can change the chart type to stacked column chart. I can change the chart type to stacked column chart. All right, so this is how you insert a chart in MS PowerPoint slide. I'll just pause it here. We have learned 3-4 topics now. Okay, now it's time for you to ask any doubts till this point. We have learned reuse slides. Somebody was telling reuse slides. Please explain again. Okay, I'll try to explain that reuse slides once again. And we also seen how to insert a table. Then we saw how to insert a chart. Any doubts till this point? Guys, I am waiting for your comments. If it's clear, you can put a clear message. And if you have any doubts, please let me know till this point. Charts presentations are interesting. Definitely, yes. Clear, clear. Cannot get layout option when I did. How you did, sir? I'll show that also. When you are clicking on the new slide, under the new slide, there is a small arrow mark. You need to click on that arrow mark. Do not click on the new slide button. Instead, you just click on the small arrow mark. I'll show that also. Thank you. Clear? All right. So somebody was asking me to repeat the reuse slide part. I'll just quickly repeat the reuse slide part. So for example, imagine I have two presentations like this. This is one presentation and this is my new presentation. Now I wanted to have my this slide. Okay, I wanted to have this slide from this presentation to be copied to my new presentation. So two ways of doing it. Either I can select this slide, Control C, go to the new presentation and paste it here. When I am pasting it here, sometimes the design would change. Okay, this will get the design of this presentation getting applied to this slide, right? So another way of pasting it is again, I'm just Control C. I'm just copying it. Now I'll right click here and choose the second option, keep source formatting. Click on keep source formatting, then you will get all the designs here. Now, another way of another way of getting that slide in your presentation is that I can go to the home tab and click on reuse slides. If you do not find reuse slides here, you can right click here and click on reuse slides here. Okay, you can right click and click on reuse slides. Click on reuse slides. So whichever, almost all the PowerPoint presentations, all the PPT files in your system will be displayed here. Okay, I have so many PPT files. So almost all the files will be shown here. Or you can click on the browse and locate the file. You can click on the browse button and locate the file. Now, if I wanted to take a slide from this presentation, then you need to click on this choose content. Click on choose content and just click on this slide which you wanted to copy to this presentation. Okay, I wanted to copy this slide. I'll just click once on this slide. That's all. As soon as I click it here, I will get the new slide in my I'll get this slide copied to my new presentation also. See, without changing any formatting, exactly the same formatting applied, we will get the new slide also. This is reuse slides. Now hope it's clear for you. Any other doubts? Any other doubt, guys? All right, guys, thank you so much. Now, let us move on to the next topic. All right, now the next thing which we are going to learn is photo album. Okay, there is an option called photo album. So if you wanted to create a presentation with different photos, all right, each slide with one photo each. All right, so that's the way, that is the kind of presentation which you wanted to create. Let us assume that. All right, let me close the other presentation. Otherwise, my system gets hanged. So normally, if you wanted to create such a kind of presentation, you have to add slide one by one. Okay, you need to create a slide here. You need to insert a picture here, right? You need to, you need to download, or you can take a picture from your device and put it here. Again, create one more slide. Again, add one more picture. Again, create one more slide. So each time you'll have to paste it separately. So instead, let us try to use this photo album. Okay, I'll click on this photo album. Okay, I'll click on this photo album and I'm choosing the file or disk option, which means that I'm trying to get some pictures from my system only. So I'll click on the file disk and locate the picture where I have done. Okay, I have pictures like this. I'll select all the pictures. How do you select? You can just drag. You can just drag it. Okay, so now all the pictures have been selected. I'll click on insert, and here pictures in the album. So all these pictures will be displayed here also. Whichever picture you wanted to use in the slides, you can choose those. You can either choose all the pictures, or you can even choose only selected pictures also. So I'll select all these and yeah, and I'll click on create. Now what will happen is a new presentation will be created. A new presentation will be created. Automatically there will be a title, okay, and you will have one picture in each slide. One picture in each slide. Right, and if you wanted to add some text, add some other shapes, and something else in the slides, all these you can do also. Clear? So this is called photo album option. I'll close this. Don't save. Okay, so that is photo album. Now, uh, okay, now header and footer. Headers and footers, as in Word and Excel, the same thing getting applied in each and every slides. Okay, it's again another way of setting up the slide master. It is another way of setting up the slide master. Okay, so here in PowerPoint we have an option called slide master. But when I'm clicking on the header and footer, one thing which we can have is we can choose the date and time automatically. Okay, I'll click on update automatically. So what would happen is that tomorrow, if I am opening this slide, I will get 9, sorry, yeah, 9, sorry, 8/7/2024. It's in the MMDDYY or fine. What is today's date, guys? Today is 6th August, no? Right. So when I'm clicking on update automatically, what would happen is tomorrow when I'm opening this presentation, this would automatically change it to 7th August. Or the next option is that you can have it fixed. So I can specify a date, that date will not change. That is fixed. Right. So let me take this update automatically, and you can have the slide number automatically getting incremented, right, and click on apply to all. So what would happen is in each slide this date would come, and we also had added slide number, right? Yeah, date would come. Zoom in so that you can see it properly. See, I have the date and I have the slide number. So I have the date here, and I have the slide number. Yeah, this is slide number 1, and this is my slide number 2. So automatically it will get incremented also. Okay. Okay, since this slide I have copied from another presentation, I'm not able to see that, but our other slides will get updated automatically. But normally headers and footers we normally do not use in PowerPoint, except for the slide numbers if at all you wanted to have. Otherwise, normally we do not use headers and footers, but we use headers and footers in Word and even in Excel also. Very much we will use, but in PowerPoint presentation, it's rarely used, the headers and footers. Then we have the word art. Word art, you have some specific designed text. So I'll select this text. I can give some content here, and I can select this and change the. Now this is a text which is styled. This is a text which is styled. So I can increase the font, change the colors, change the style. Even if you have selected a predefined style, still you will be able to change the style completely. See here, you have so many options here. Okay, you can have a bevel effect. Okay, you can have a bevel. You can, okay, reflection is already there. 3D rotation also I can have. Right, so many things we can have in word art also. So many things we can use in word art also. Clear? Now we have something called comment. The same comment section we also had seen in Word. Okay, the same, almost the same thing. For example, I am creating a presentation and I am sending it to somebody else. Okay, but while I am sending, I am just adding a comment to this slide. I'm just adding a comment to this slide. I'm telling, please check this slide for any errors. All right, so I'll send this. So now there is a comment. There is a comment for this particular slide. How do we understand? See here, just observe my mouse pointer. Okay, you'll have something here. Just kind of a dialog box you'll see here. This means that there is some comment attached to this slide. So I'll click on this comment so that I'll be able to see the comment. So when I am sending this to somebody else, he will find that there is a comment here. He will read the comment and he can reply also. This is good to go. So let us assume this is his reply, right? So when he is sending it back to us, this reply also will be seen here. But this is not a part of the presentation. When you're doing the slideshow, these comments and all will not be shown. It's completely outside the presentation. Hope you are able to understand, right? It's only to communicate between the users of this presentation. Right. Now, next thing, a very interesting option. There is something called smart art. Okay, there is something called smart art. Okay, smart art means if you wanted to create a hierarchy chart, or if you wanted to create a process chart, if you want, you're trying to explain a process to somebody. Okay, so you can go here and click on process. You will have so many options for you to explain the processes, right? For example, let me have this. Okay, I'll click on OK. So here I can add the text. I can add the text here also. Here also I can add. Here also I can add. So it is telling from this process, next is this. After this, we'll go to this. So like this, you can create the processes. And if you wanted to add one more process here, I can right click here and one second. Yeah, here you have the add shape here. Click on the add shape. So automatically another shape will also be added. Automatically another shape also will be added, and this arrow mark, no, automatically it will come. Automatically it will come. I'll show this once again. By default, I am getting only 3 blocks. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. So imagine I have one more step, step 4. Okay, so I need to have one more box here. How do we add this box? You can select this shape, go to the smart art design and click on add shape. I'll click on the add shape. So here I can have step 4. And automatically the arrow mark also have been added. So this is how you create a smart art. Okay, there are different type of smart art available, and even you can style this also. You can style this. Maybe you wanted to have these boxes in a bevel, object type. There are so many options available, so many designs available. Okay, so many designs available. Whichever design you wanted to have, you can use this. You can even change the colors. For example, it's loading with the colors. My system is also having some problems, guys. That's why it's taking too long. Just give me a moment. Let me clear off some cache. Okay. By the time I am getting some more questions, what is reset slide? Reset slide is, see, if you have given some design, you have set some template for that, and you wanted to reset back to the normal position, then that is where you use the reset slide. Please explain how to edit data in the chart. Just select the chart, okay, and on top of the tabs, you will find a tab called chart design. Okay, along with the other tabs, you will find an option called chart design. Click on chart design. Inside chart design tab, you will have an option called select data. Inside chart design, you have an option called select data. Click on select data where you can edit the data in the chart. Hope it's clear. We have to use which shortcut key for copying the same data? Control C. Shortcut key is, if it is for copying, it's Control C. Please give me a moment, guys. I'm trying to reset something here. I'm not able to get that option. No problem. How to insert watermark in all slides? Let me try that also. All right, but I'm able to change the colors, guys. I'm able to change the colors, but I'm not able to see that colors here. That colors is not getting loaded here. That is the only problem. But I'm just guessing. These are some colorful colors. Okay, where we have different colors for different objects. So that is one option. Another option is accent colors. Accent colors means it will be single color, same color only, but you will have different shades of the same color, right? So these are the options actually available in your system. It should work properly, but because of some reasons my system is not getting loaded with the colors, but it's okay. But we understood the concept, how to change the colors of this graphic. Now next thing, we saw how to add a shape, right? So here, if you can click on the drop down, you have another option called, we have two options actually. Add shape after. By default, add shape after will be executed. Add shape after means you are creating an additional shape after this step 4. After this step 4. Okay, I'm clicking on add shape before. What happens is that even before step 1, you'll get one more shape added here. Before step 1, you will get one more shape added here, right? So this is about the add shape option, right? And there is something called right to left. See, for example, you feel that step 1 should be shown last, okay, and step 4 should be shown first. All right, so if you wanted to have this reversed, then you can click on right to left. So the whole shape will be reversed. The whole process will be reversed. Oh, it's clear. All right, so this is how you work with smart art, and there are different type of smart art available. There are different type of smart arts available. So many different types. You can get organizational chart, I mean the hierarchy chart, the relationship charts, metrics kind of charts, pyramid, so many options. So to make your presentation beautiful, you can have, these are also called infographics. Okay, these are also called infographics. So it's one and the same. All right, so now we know how to insert a comment. We know how to insert a smart art. We know how to create a photo album. We know how to create a table, chart, smart art, everything we have seen, 3D model. And if you know Power BI, you can have the Power BI visuals embedded to PowerPoint also. Just like we embedded Excel, we can have the Power BI visuals embedded in PowerPoint also, right? So that is possible. Now we also can insert the symbols. For example, you wanted to have some mathematical symbols, mathematical equations, right? So all these theorems, for example, you wanted to have Pythagoras theorem. All right, so I'll click on Pythagoras theorem. I'll get the Pythagoras theorem inside my slide. And then you'll also get so many mathematical symbols where you can include this in the slides. So if you're a maths teacher, if you wanted to be a maths teacher, or if you wanted to show some math concepts to the audience, then you can have this symbols inserted in your slides. So that is what, and you also can have See, like the Google Forms which we have, okay, I am sure that you might have, each and everyone would have at least used a Google form to enter some value, to enter some data, right? You would have at least used Google form at least once in your life, right? So like that, Microsoft also have forms. So you can embed that forms to PowerPoint presentation if you want it. You can embed the forms, or you can even embed the results of the form. How many of them have filled the form? What are the results? Right? Since I do not have a forms, I do not have any forms created. I'm not able to show that. But if you have forms, like the just almost it is almost similar to Google Forms only. Creation of Google Form. It's exactly how do we create the Microsoft form also, right? And we can have the results of that form. So normally in Google it will show how many of them have responded to the form, how many of them have filled the form, how many responses we have received. Out of those responses, how many, maybe for example, if you have male and female, a question about the gender in the form. Okay, so how many of them have answered male? How many of them have answered female? Right. So many statistics about that form, and the responses of the form can be embedded to the PowerPoint presentation also. Right. So that is why we have this plugin called Forms. All right. Now, if you have the camera working properly, try this on your own. Okay, if you have the web camera working properly, you can go to the insert and try this option. Okay, you can just try this option. You yourself will find the the feature of it. What is, how is it used? All right. Now, how do we insert a media? Okay, either you can have a video inserted here, or you can have a audio inserted. Okay, one more thing which I forgot. Just a second. For example, let us take an example that we are trying to teach Excel to someone, and you're trying to use PowerPoint presentation to teach Excel. All right. Now, I will have the Excel screen open now. And let me open up a file also. Okay. So let me have this file opened, and let me keep this minimized. I'll keep this minimized. Now I'll go back to the PowerPoint presentation, and here from the insert I have something called screenshot. Okay. Click on this arrow mark on the drop down. Okay. So whichever windows are available, all those windows will be shown here. Okay. I should not. Okay. Whichever windows are available, all those windows will be shown here. Now I am just selecting this student Excel window. I'll click on that. So I'll get that complete screenshot of that particular screen. The complete screenshot will be there in that screen. If I'm going to the slideshow, just give me a moment, guys. All right, so I'm having the same screen of that Excel file, right? So I've taken a screenshot. So it's very easy to take a screenshot. Only thing that window should be opened. That's all. Nothing else. All right. Now coming to this, if you wanted to insert a media, for example, you wanted to insert a video from this device or from stock videos. Let me go to the stock videos. And you will have so many stock videos available. Let us insert this video. Insert. It might take some time because it's a media. To download it, it will take some time. All right, so this is a video, right? So now you can play it from here only. Okay, you can try playing this from here. All right, now you can work on this video further. You can select this video, go to the video format. Sorry, go to the playback. Okay, go to the playback. So here, if you wanted to trim the video, I do not want the whole video. I just wanted to have till this part. The others can be trimmed out. So I can click on the trim video. So another option will come, another window will get opened. And this is the red mark. No, red mark you can scroll it. Okay, red mark you can drag it. So that now from this green mark till red mark, only this much of video is what we are going to use. The other part we are just cutting it. Okay, now we'll click on OK. Now you will see that the video has been trimmed. Right? Next thing. There is something called loop until stopped. So when this button is checked, it will continuously play. Okay, I'll remove this. So what happens is that once this is playing and once this reaches the end, it will stop. Stop. Right? And you can have volume controls. So if there is any music or any audio playing behind this audio, you can control the volume of that particular audio. Fade in, fade out, you won't be able to understand only with one video because, okay, let me try fade in, fade out. I'm just adding fade in with 50 seconds and fade out with 50 seconds. Let me try that. Let me try with the slideshow. Okay, I'll have one second fading. Since it's a short video, maybe this fading will not work. Okay, it's a very short video now, only of maybe 3 seconds. No, there is no time for it to fade it. That is why it's not working properly. The video itself is of 2 seconds. So if you have a lengthy video, you can have a fade in effect. Okay, you can have a fade in effect from this option, right? And you can have a fade out option also. Fade out means when the video ends, it will fade. Slowly it will fade. It will not just stop abruptly. It will fade. Let me try from this slide also. No, the fading is not working properly. As I told you, you can try this with a lengthier video so that you will be able to understand this fading option. All right. So these are the options which you have in the playback, in the video playback, and we can format the video. We can have the video formatted also. Just like we have in the pictures, we have the corrections, we have the color, we have a poster frame. Okay, if you wanted to have this video played inside a frame, you can have a poster frame. All right, but for that you need to create that frame. You need to create an image, a frame image you have to create. Only then we'll be able to use that. Okay, and then we have these effects. Almost the same thing which we have seen in PowerPoint, I mean in the pictures also. Okay, like this and all you can have, so that when you are playing this, it will look nice. It's not like just we are playing normal video. It will have some effect. It will engage the audience also. Then we have the video shape. We wanted to cut this into a shape. Okay, if you wanted to cut this into maybe this shape. Okay, so the video will be played inside this shape only. You can have a video border. You can have video effects where we have the soft edges, glow, so many things, right? So all these things, just like we had done with the pictures, the same thing can be applied for the videos also. So that's what we does it from the video format, right? So this is how you include a video inside your presentation. In between, I could notice some questions. Let me come back to this Q&A. Watermark thing. I mean, I was just looking through the watermark. I couldn't find an option to add a watermark. I think it's not possible. If it is anyways, if it's possible, I'll let you know in the afternoon. Okay, I'll just try it and let you know in the afternoon. How to clean the data in Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint in laptop? I couldn't understand that question. How to clean data means what do you exactly want to do? That I couldn't understand. If you can give me more details, I will be able to explain you and help you. How to add step 4? Okay, how you are asking about the smart art, right? Oh, I deleted the smart art. Fine. I will show that once again. How to add step 4? So again, I'm going to insert a smart art. Same thing, the processes only I'm going to select. Same process I'll select. I'll click OK. Now, if you want to add one more, okay, let us assume this is my step number 1 and this is step 2 and this is my step 3. Now, if you wanted to add one more step here, you can go to Smart Art Design. Here you have an option called Add Shape. Under the Add Shape, if you can click on the drop down, you have 2 options here. One, you can have this shape added after this shape. So if I'm clicking there, one shape will be added after this. Here I can name it as step 4. Or if at all you wanted to have the shape at the front, at the beginning, okay, then you can select this and click on add shape before. So what happens is that it will add the shape beginning of this smart art. Hope it's clear for you. Demote, not in every smart art we will be able to demote. It's almost like, you know, you're going back to one particular step. That's demote. You can try that. Then you will be able to understand. Rather than explaining, I think if you can try that, you will definitely be able to understand. It's a very simple thing. Is the Power BI and forms are plugins, and can we download it, or it is to be customized? Power BI and forms are plugins only, but the balance part of the question I couldn't understand. Krishnaduk, if you can give me some more details. Thank you so much, Soumya. How to increase the video speed? Good question. One second. I had seen an option to increase or decrease the video speed, but now I'm not. I think they have removed that option. I don't know why. No, I'm not able to see that option at all. Loop until stop, rewind after set options. Save media as. Saloni, I'm sorry, I couldn't find that option. It was there before. That's what I believe. I had done that before, but now I'm not able to find that option. Let me check it and come back to you. Can we get Power BI and forms from customized ribbon? Yes, you should be able to. Yes, you should be able to get that forms and Power BI options from the customized ribbon. I did not download it. It automatically came. Since I had Power BI installed in my system, I got it automatically. We have to use which shortcut key for copying the same data? It's Control C only. I think that was already answered, no? Control C to copy the data, right, Soumya? All right. So now let's quickly learn about the slide designs before we move on to the before we break for the lunch. Okay, so here you can have designs applied to all the slides. So this designs also work according to the layout you choose. Okay, for each layout the design would differ. I mean, there will be a common design, but then for example, let me take this as an example. Let me apply this particular design. Okay, I'm applying this design, and in this design I am going to choose this color. Okay, let me choose this color. Okay, now let me try adding a slide with a title layout. Oh, I did not apply this to all the slides, I think. Right, so now I'm getting a particular design for the title slide. Right, now I'm going to add one more slide. I'm going to add one more slide with a different layout. Let me choose, I think for this particular design. Okay, see, there is a design change. If you can closely observe this particular part, I'm having it in a different way here. Right, so I'm going to add one more slide with another design. Okay, I think for this particular design only two patterns are available. Only two patterns. One pattern for the slide, title slide, and another pattern for all the other slides. Okay, so it depends upon the design also. Let me choose another design. Let me choose another design. Maybe this design I'll take. Okay, I'll take this design. So I'm trying to add a title slide again. On the title slide, this is the pattern which I have. But for the other type of layout, I think the slide design is bit different. See, there is no patterns here. I only have one line. Here. So that is what I'm trying to tell. When you're choosing the design, for each layout, the design would change automatically. So that the content in the image or the content in the slide is not getting blocked because of the design. See, otherwise what would happen? For example, if I'm taking this particular pattern and I have to insert some pictures in my slide. Okay, so what would happen? This pattern would block my pictures, right? Or it will not look nice at all. So that is why it is automatically giving us different patterns for different layouts. right? And once you choose the design, you can choose the you can further choose the colors, or you can change the patterns. There are different patterns available. You can choose whichever pattern you like, and you can insert that pattern to the slides. See now, as you can see here, this is my title slide. This is another type of slide, and I'm getting a background color. I'm getting a background color. Here again, I'm getting a background color. Right? So this is how you use the design here. Okay, Krishnendu, if you're not using Office 365, I doubt you might not get Forms and Power BI. If you're using an older version, it should be. I mean, you might not get it. Also, I tried from add-ins and got Power BI, and it is to be logged in with Workhorse code account. Correct. In Power BI, you won't be able to log in with a personal mail ID, right? Personal account you cannot log in. They won't allow. You should have an organizational mail ID. All right. So, any doubts till now? Otherwise, we can break for the lunch and come back, and we can then see about the different type of slideshow options. How do you get templates from online? How can you beautify your presentations, slides, everything. So many things we can learn during the afternoon hours. Okay, then I'll also take you through. I mean, that day when we were talking about the Word, I think we did not cover mail merge with the Excel file. Somebody was asking me whether we can use the Excel file for the mail merge. At that point of time, I think we did not get time. That's why I did not show that. So I'll try to show that also. How do you get the address list saved in Excel file to the mail merge in MS Word? Clear. What is the main purpose of Power BI? See, Power BI, it's a business intelligence tool, or you can also call it as data analytics tool, where we can have, for example, you want to create a dashboard with so many reports. You can have so many reports and visuals in the same dashboard, so that in one single view, the management or whoever is the stakeholder will be able to get insights to the data. Okay, it is not like having the data in a tabular format. In that case, we'll only see some values. That's all. No insights, no understanding about the data. But if you're creating it, if you're converting it to a dashboard using Power BI and all, it will be highly powerful. We created a dashboard in Excel, but it is far more feature rich when we come to the Power BI dashboards. Basically to do with data analytics. Any other doubt, guys? Otherwise, we can break it for the lunch and we can come back. At 1. One more doubt is how to edit recipients list in mail merge. That also we will try to cover. After PowerPoint, we will cover the editing recipient list also. Kunalji,
Yes, sir.
so we can break for the lunch. I think there is no more doubts. So we can
Sure,
break for
sir.
the
We
lunch and
can
we'll
end
come
up
back
the
at 1.
session for today. We will again continue at 1 o'clock.
We'll again continue at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes, correct, sir. Thank you, student, for today's session of Microsoft Office from 10 to 12. Right now, please take a break and we will continue by 1 o'clock. Stay tuned till that.
Thank you.